Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Capricorn. Oh yeah. So let's see what's going on for you in your current circumstances. I've been called to do a reading. It's early in the morning, and I don't usually do readings this early, but I couldn't go back to sleep, and it was like something calling me here to do this right here, right now. So I didn't even have time to put my jewelry on for this reading. It was pulling me to do this right away. All right, let's see what we have here. So it looks like you might be talking to a King of Wands, somebody that you find very attractive, maybe someone that has a similar vision to what you're doing. But there is a little bit of worry here. Is it depression or something like feeling like it's a nightmare? There is a loss here of a partnership that may have once been. Let's see here. Maybe you're just feeling a little lost right now. Let's just see. King of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe this is talking to somebody about someone else and the loss of a King of Pentacles. Perhaps this is the same person. You know your situation. Maybe you're talking to the person directly that you had this kind of team dynamic with that you feel a loss about. They were maybe wanting to provide for you or were providing for you in some capacity. Let's just see here. All right, Five of Pentacles. Maybe you didn't have a whole lot. Um, maybe they lost some money here. All right, Capricorn. Okay, it did come to an end by the looks of this, or there's something that needs to be completed out that has not been done. Um, this is to get you on the right path. Knight of Swords. Okay, now these are moves that are needed to be made here to complete a cycle out or have an ending, leaving somebody out in the cold to tie up these loose ends in order to make some moves go towards whatever your heart's passion is or this inspired action that you're wanting to take. Yeah, it's a breakthrough for you. It's some type of progress that you want to make on this. Interesting. So maybe you're telling somebody how you feel about them or how you feel the loss of somebody or needing to feel like you want something more. I don't know. There's something about this that there's some type of sadness wrapped around it. Let's have a look at what personalities might be showing up for you. All right, you may be one of those people that can envision things, sort of like when you have somebody that's an interior decorator, they see a blank canvas, they can see where this can go, and whatever. And some people just can't envision things like that of what could be. And whereas some people can look at it and totally see it differently. Let's see. Trickster. So somebody may be kind of practical jokes or has that mischievous type of energy, um, likes to trick people into thinking one thing. They're kind of like that happy-go-lucky. Now, these could be different people that you have in your energy, Capricorn, or this is somebody here that is who you are. However, that rings true for you. Let's see about your soulmate or whoever this is. Let's look at this person that you feel this loss over, or maybe this person that you're talking to about this person. Oh, this person might have been a prophet. Maybe they have a visionary as well, some vision of this, and maybe it's a clair of some sort. whether it's just knowing or seeing, clairvoyance or um, clairaudient or claircognizance, whatever it is, it's seeking out some type of truth, saying something before it happens, and then it happens. Revolutionary. So they like to blaze trails on their own, like to do those trailblazing things where people follow them. They're the ones that create the road or the path. See, and somebody has a betrayer in their energy. So I'm kind of getting this could be who this person is. Maybe they betrayed you in some way. Cunning, resourceful, shrewd. They could have been treacherous, disloyal, or deceitful as well. You had to leave them out in the cold, but you're still feeling a loss here. Something has not been tied up, but there will be some type of progress coming through for this to go after whatever your heart's true desire is. Seductress. So I'm getting with the seductress. This may be that you have a way of charming or alluring. Maybe you're both like this very sexy type of dynamic here where you're very passionate and I don't know, you have a way of getting people to change their mind about things or maybe it's on that sexual capacity. However, it is showing up for you. Now, I'm just reading the cards. Keep that in mind. I am picking up this energetically. So take what does resonate to you and what doesn't. If it's not your storyline, there still may be hidden messages within the reading. All right, let's see what might be going on here. Okay, you may have had an agreement with somebody. Let's there's been a message left here, or you left a message. Okay, it might be that you're observing some things here. You might be in agreement with somebody, or they're in agreement with you. They've observed something similar or see that. Um, Whoever this is has a hidden person, somebody watching, maybe that observer, maybe you're picking up on somebody doing that. There is some attraction here to a hidden person, so maybe it's somebody helping this person watch you, maybe paying them to watch you, or they're doing it for love or something else of whatever this attraction is. And there's a breakthrough. So you have a breakthrough. This person is having a breakthrough. It's almost like a twin flame dynamic here. Yeah, there was some interference going on. Now, there's two masculine energies here. So you were talking to somebody about a worry of a team dynamic that you feel the loss of. A King of Pentacles, somebody that maybe lost a lot of money or maybe just used your money and kept their own, that you maybe used you for your money or something along those lines. It looks like you've left them out in the cold or they've lost some money that maybe was yours. I don't know. But you're going to cut that person out or let this person go. There is a breakup here to get on the right path and go towards whatever your true passion is, wherever that lies. So there may have been somebody else that you weren't sure about or didn't know about. Maybe you observed something here. Maybe you had an agreement with somebody to watch somebody and found out. Whatever the case is, maybe you hired a um, investigator to investigate who you were with. Maybe you had to pay them money to. So I get a sense of money being having to pay for some money. It may have been a lot of money to find out whether this person had somebody else on the side, and you found out that they maybe did. So let's just see, and that maybe really did make it over the top. Now, of course, you don't have to go to those lengths. If you know, you know, and it's important that you listen to what your body is telling you. And it may have been your intuition was already telling you this, or you wanted proof, or maybe you were married to this person and needed proof for the divorce, or I don't know. It really did hit your pride, though. I feel like this is not something that you're feeling great about. This maybe really made you feel less than. You are grateful for finding out, then maybe you're not spending your whole life with this person or a lot of your life, and by letting this person go, knowing that they're not in it like you are, they're in it with someone else as well, that you're better off to let this person go and find the true person that's going to treat you in the way that you deserve to be treated. Let's see. Yeah, you were disappointed. I feel like it's maybe it was a chronic disappointment on this person. They weren't. They may have been one of those people that had an eye for other people, that wandering eye type of dynamic with the seductress. So maybe a lot of people really thought your person was nice looking. Maybe they were getting other people hitting on them. Maybe they couldn't say no. Maybe they had no self control. I don't know. But I feel like you may have had the the self control, and it was like, why can't they? Like, if we're in it like this, why are you the only one saying no and they're not? They're having far more sex than you are. Let's see. They may be angry that you found out. They may be angry that you paid someone to observe them. Maybe you took time and observed them yourself. Maybe you came across it and unknowingly witnessed something that you hadn't anticipated. They're uneasy, they're angry, they feel inferior because you have the upper hand now on this, and loneliness. So they may have felt lonely in this relationship just as much as you did. If that's, well, you're both showing up like that, a longing for a connection that reminds you of your deeper capacity to love, and they weren't in it like you were. You both feel a loneliness, even though you were together, maybe. I don't know, like you both weren't present in the now. Let's just see why you felt like this or what type of things you were going through. Maybe you were over explaining everything, or maybe this is what they were doing. You may have been doing the same thing because of the anxiety, the uncertainty of the relationship, knowing that there was other people out there that they maybe thought were the one. I don't know, it was like they were looking for someone else, even though they had you, they were still looking for someone new. Um, Maybe you over explain things, but that may be a trigger for you for anxiety. When you're feeling anxiety or insecurity, you kind of ramble on. Vanished while meditating, mind fog, awareness collapse. So you haven't been able to meditate or take away any stress that maybe were able to do before. It's kind of hijacked your mind in a way that it's taking over your thoughts about this interference or this other person or this potential thought of this other person and wanting them to explain it. All right. And yeah, it's too much. Overstimulated, panic, mental overload. You're not able to get rid of those thoughts or that anxiety. You might be having panic attacks and things like that. So let's just see about your person that you're with, that you're going to end this out with. They're overthinking now because they know you know. There's racing thoughts, insomnia, what's going to happen, panic, faking confidence, even though they don't feel it. There's insecurities. They got caught. Now what? Especially if you're married, now that you have ammunition against them, essentially, is probably what they're feeling or thinking, that now they have no control over the thing that's going to happen. All right, it's out of their control. Convincing themselves that it's fine, denial, maybe deny, deny, deny. and emotional suppression. So they're acting like it's totally fine, it's nothing going on, even though you may have witnessed it yourself. So you've been enlightened for 4 hours since this happened. Maybe it's been 4 hours since you witnessed it. Um, there's a reality check here. And this may be coming for this person too. They're realizing that they were caught and there's no maybe way out of it. Let's just see what ties you need to cut for these karmic ties. So you're like, drop the bullshit. I'm not buying it. Um, you can try if you want to say that it's not happening, it's all in my head, whatever you want to say. I know different. I witnessed it myself, or I paid somebody. I have pictures, whatever the case is. Maybe you took your own pictures. Forgiveness, forgiving the unforgivable. So you'll get to that point if you haven't already. Maybe this is talking about a loss. Maybe you're talking to a counselor. Whatever the case is, this is to be able to let this go. Um, Instead of pulling this baggage with you that you are a victim in some capacity here, that you were cheated on by this person, they made you feel a certain way about yourself, that that you are less than, why don't you want me, kind of thing. And well, I'm not good enough for you, or something along those lines. And that's not it. So don't let that person make you feel that you're not enough, because you are. You are for the right person. So release the old story. So this may have been plaguing you for a long time. Maybe you haven't really wanted to get into anything because somebody has cheated on you and you'd have a loss of trust. So let's just see here about this person redefining success. So they maybe measured their success through you, or they need to redefine success as part of their peace of mind. Let's see, rejection, reject comparison. So you might be rejecting that they're comparing you to others, or feeling like they are because they have cheated, like you're not good enough, or whatever the case is. Your path is uniquely yours. Another journey cannot measure your worth. So they may be trying to compare you to other people. Why aren't you more like this person? Or, they should be accepting you for who you are, not trying to change you or have this idea that you're going to become something else later on. Release final outcomes. So this person, hey, I feel like with this, okay, so they may be giving ultimatums, or there's some type of final release or outcome that you need to let go of. And let's just see what's on the bottom. Surrender the need to know. So certainty isn't going to come, is an illusion. Find courage in the mystery of not having all the answers. So not worrying about the unknown of what's going to happen. Whatever's going to happen may be out of your control after you file for a divorce. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you might have an idea of what you have that you can use towards this, but there's not any definite answer that is going to be, you know what I'm saying? You never can tell of what's going to actually happen until it does. So for the divorce or the separation, or whatever you're going to do about this. Now, maybe this is already past and gone, but you're looking back at it of why you can't move forward, how you can't let this go, or how you still get angry thinking about it, or it triggers you in some way. whatever the case is, there's progress being done here. So you will find the answers you're looking for when it comes to how you can let this go. All right, let's look at when you meet your soulmate, when they show up for you, and how you feel you're on the fence about this destiny fulfilled. Okay, so you're maybe thinking that maybe this was your person. I don't know. One of these people was your person, that your destiny wasn't fulfilled. And when you thought you were with the right person, here you are. Healing is complete. Your karmic lessons are learned when you meet your new soulmate. You'll be able to officially let all of that go. This person might help you get over that. This is your person that you return to source with. When you pass, you will meet your soulmate there. When they pass, if you go first or if they go first, the other one will be waiting for them. Whether it's you or them, you guys are going to find each other in the afterlife. And gratitude. All right. So I appreciate every moment with you and being in the now and showing that gratitude to the people that you love that are here and now, without putting that off, telling them what they mean to you. Because I mean, really, that's what it's all about, is all of these relationships you have and the memories you make with these people before you pass. And I mean, let's face it, life is short. All right, let's see on the other side of this what your person feels. Healing journey. They are going to help you heal through this. They may even be the one you're talking to here. There's a divine harmony within this. So your energy flow in perfect sync. So your frequency is on the up and up. You're both syncing and aligning with that frequency. And it's a sacred union. Your person is going to have this merge with you, a union with you. Of course, we merge souls in physical form, so we kind of all know what that means. And look at that. This cycle is being closed for your next generational outlook. For this might have been something that was a cycle in a generational loop, that kept happening from generation to generation. You may have cut that cycle off, for generations to come, where that won't be a lesson for future generations to learn. You've closed out that cycle completely. So let's just see about this Eight of Wands, this progress. All right, you're going to gain your confidence back. You're showing up as you're talking to a King of Wands. This may be somebody that you end up with as your soulmate. You're showing up as a counterpart to this person. You're letting all of those burdens, you're not carrying all this luggage with you that you've pulled, maybe even from relationship to relationship, and maybe even projected onto other people. So, because of your trust issues. Okay, let's see what else. All right, King of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, hang on a second, because we have a King of Pentacles here as well. So, this may be that it was about the money. Really? Why is the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles here? It's almost like you were counterparts to two different people. Ah, there was definitely put into conflict here. Was there two people trying to get with you and then someone else as well? It's almost like a swap of partners here. What is this? Yeah, this was, you know, there's always consequences with things like this. And sometimes I'll use this as a, for instance, okay? If you're partner swapping or you're messing around with the neighbors, maybe you're doing a group thing or whatever, just know that there's consequences that may happen in those moments. And one of the neighbors may get pregnant by your man, or you might get pregnant by your neighbor. So, you know what I'm saying? So there's always consequences. And when spirit throws down that tower on all of um, this is kind of suggesting, Capricorn, that whatever this is, there may be some consequences with this. So perhaps this isn't, maybe this is more than one person that this person has been with, that has interfered in your relationship. So, however, that's showing up for you, whether you're a participant with the neighbors, or maybe your man is, or your woman is, and you didn't know about it. Maybe they have things going on with multiple people in the neighborhood. I don't know. You know your situation, but you've been definitely put into competition. You've seen it for yourself. You've observed it. You know it. And it's plagued you. So this is a big thing for you with spirit throwing down that tower. Is like, you need to know your worth does not depend on that person, based on their behavior. If they have a hard time with self control, that's not your problem. That's their own. And they will pay the consequences. If they lose you, it may hurt like hell thinking that this was your person. And just sometimes let's just put it this way, sometimes the rejection of this person, um, is a blessing in disguise. This is where that lesson shows up, that you're not wasting half your life on somebody that doesn't deserve you, okay? And may never stop um, doing that to whoever they're with, okay? And instead of staying single, they get married, so they always have somebody come home to. They're never alone, because that may be an issue for them. And if you're not there, they're going to go somewhere else because they can't be by themselves. That's when that alone time creeps in on them, and they may not like who or what they've done. Right? So there's the wounded warrior here. Whoever your person is may be the one to help you pull down those walls that you've created, by seeing a truth, okay? And look at that. They might even fight for you. Now, this might be that somebody's fighting with you here, knowing you're wounded, and keeps jabbing at you. Maybe you're the one that knows the truth and you're the one jabbing at them. I don't know. The interference here. Yeah, they got caught in the act. You caught them. Your outturn, for the outlook, the long term outlook here, you may have been really patient with this person. Maybe you said your vows and you meant them. However, perhaps your person did not. Um, your out term, this long term out term, I don't know why out term came out, but your steady growth of investing in this person may be over. Yeah, this might be an honest discussion you're going to have. There's no doubts here about what's been done. And yeah, you are walking away the loneliness train here, and maybe you're walking out on this marriage. So maybe you were married to this person and it is dead and buried. So it's completely over, not going back. Let's see about this. There's the truth. You're at a sanctuary. You're much happier. You don't have all this anxiety and all these things that you're wanting to keep this person, and willing to bend some of those boundaries to keep them. And they're taking advantage of that fact. They maybe know you don't want to lose them, so they're going to use that as a way of keeping you in control, or controlling you, keeping you in line, whatever. But you're going to be much happier. The truth is, they may try to outtalk you, or try to explain something, or try to say that they're telling you the truth, that you're their sanctuary, or you're their person and they're happy with you. You may not feel the same about this. Let's just see. Yeah, you're not gonna worry any longer. You're already cutting this out. You have a passionate new beginning coming right here. You may not even know it. As soon as you walk away from this person, that is when this is all going to change for you. And you're going to build a legacy with this person that's coming in for you, your soulmate. This is somebody who is going to value you for who you are. You're going to be accepted for who you are. You're not going to have to do anything to be loved. It's going to be unconditional. It's not going to have any conditions put on it. This is going to be a true form of true love. And you're not going to have to share your person with anyone else. And maybe you don't like to share. Maybe you do. I don't know. You know your situation. All right, so let's see what your new person's initials may be or letters in their namesake. So this could be the first, middle, or last name, or all of the above. So we have a B and R. So believe in what is. Don't, you know, a lot of people, this illusion of, oh, they'll grow up in time and they'll change by then. They will stop, cheating on me. No, see them for who they are right now because that's who you're dealing with. This illusion of they're going to change over time or that you can change them. No, not going to happen. They are who they are. You need to accept them for who they are right now. Because even if you see the potential in them, they may never see that potential and never step into that potential or have no intention of stepping into this illusion that you have of their potential. Okay. So that's those rose colored glasses being put on. All right. Grateful. Count your blessings, having abundance, and use your gifts or your abilities. Now, show that you're grateful for the things you do have and that you're happier. Just think about this. You're going to be much happier walking away at this point. You're going to be able to look back on how this person may be manipulated in you into feeling like you need them. And there's some psychology things that people are using against the other person. And let's just say it's important to recognize some of those things that are going on, especially if you're going around and around and around. It's important to see the patterns that may be going on here. All right, there is an opportunity to take a chance. I'm open to a possibility of someone else and venture, make a move. So this may be going on a journey and moving out. This is your chance to be free of this nightmare that you've been in. Your nervous system can only take so much, right? And before you start to get sick physically, because of all of the emotional pain and sadness and disappointments and all of the things that result in all of your emotions being on fight or flight all the time. So that's what creates that PTSD. Of course, I'm no doctor, so, just saying, but I know a little bit about that because I've experienced it myself. And I have a bit of insight in towards that, and insight is looking for those signs or patterns and know that whatever your intuition is telling you, you're right. If you're feeling this person is cheating on you, do you need to do and go to these lengths to find out? Some might want to. Maybe they need that proof. Some people need proof. Some people don't. I feel it. I know it. You can't say anything to me that isn't what I'm feeling and trusting that. But some manipulations is to make you doubt yourself. So just know that that might be a possibility here and set some intentions to hold a vision of what you do want for yourself. A lot of people don't think about what they want for themselves ever. They just get married and do life without having that purpose that they're looking to have. Some feel like they maybe know what their purpose is. Some people think they know what their purpose is and find out later that wasn't the purpose at all. So, and some people never find what their purpose is. So, anyways, Rigvybo and I, maybe some of the letters in the namesake for your soulmate. Uh, Anyhow, maybe first, middle, or last name, or all of the above. Thanks so much for showing up for the reading and all your ongoing support for the channel. It does make a difference. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really does change things for the channel. So thank you so, so much. You guys are so awesome. If it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be me to be able to come out and flip the cards for you and find out what's going on for Capricorn this time. So we'll stop there and I will see you guys next time. See you then. Later.